everybody. How are you? Hope all is well. Welcome to our Sista-Cousins channel. On this channel, you will hear some of the most realest, rawest conversations you can have between sisters. So this is our first episode, and we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Lawanda. I am the eldest of the group, and I live in rural Washington State. Believe it, a Black girl, rural Washington State. I'm here. And I am a college-educated mother of one, wife of 20 years, and I am happy to be doing this show with my sisters. We grew up as sisters, but we are first cousins. Our mothers are sisters with the same mother and father, and we grew up in Gary, Indiana. Washington State is a long way from the hood in Gary, Indiana. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the introduction to Jujuana.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jujuana, and I am the middle of the group. I currently live in the state of Florida, the hot state of Florida. I am also a college-educated professional, and I currently work in HR. So I'm going to pass the baton to Dawnya.
Hey, everybody. I am Dawnya. I am the youngest of the three. I currently live in Bumfuck, Egypt, Mississippi. It is hot as Hades. They have these things called love bugs, and it's one bug with two heads. It's very creepy. I am a divorced mother of 5 children. Count it, 5, 1, 2, 5. I like you. I also am a college-educated professional, and I work in human resources as well.
Hey, I forgot to say that I'm a mother also, and I've been married.
And a wife.
Hey.
And mother, and I've been married 11 years.
Marriage is a wonderful institution.
If you want to get institutionalized.
I am no longer institutionalized.
Well, we thought that for our first episode, we would do a little introduction to who we are. You can kind of get an idea of what our crazy personalities are like. With us being raised in the same city, in the same household, with the same type of parents, we could not have more different thoughts, ideas, and decisions about just about everything. And so we wanted to, come together and do something as sisters. And so we thought, what better way, especially in the world we live in now, than to do something like a YouTube channel or podcast type situation. So with everything going on in the world, we were trying to figure out what subject matter we wanted to cover on our first channel. But I think that we just kind of want to keep it a little light. So I thought about asking my sisters, like, hey, who was your celebrity crush? I have about 5 of them. They all different kind of races, ages, they hood, you know what I'm saying? They classy. And so, Dawnya, would you like to tell us who your celebrity crush is and why?
Which one?
Hey, I have 5. I'm gonna let you know about all of mine. So you can.
Okay, so first up is Idris Elba.
Okay.
Because he's just walking, breathing sex. I mean, it's just like chocolate on a stick. I mean, when he opens his mouth, everything about him is just. So, okay, so you got Idris. Then you got the only, my president still, Barack Obama. Let me tell y'all why I like Barack. Okay, yeah, he was the president and everything. But, so, there's a certain rhythm that you got. Certain men have a rhythm, like it's the way they talk, the way they walk, and you can just tell. So I'm gonna be special about that one. So if you watch this man walk across a stage, walk across a room, walk across grass, I don't care. Walk. Woo, baby. I'm so happy for Michelle. I'm just so happy for Michelle. So you got.
So you're not hating.
Okay, so you got Idris, you got Barack. Who else? Oh, what's that white boy name? Gerard Butler, I think that's his name. He like an action dude.
He's cool.
I don't know. It's just something about him when he opened it. It could be those accents that they have. They just be doing it for your girl. I don't know. I mean, just
What do you say? Tell me something he say to you. What would he say?
I don't know. I even got my GPS with a London accent. Okay, I'm listening to him more than I'm listening to any other GPS. I guess that would be my 3 celebrity crushes. I mean, here's my thing. If you see them in person, a lot of them just butt booty ugly. Like they are not cute. Like that makeup, we have them look real good. And then a lot of them are super short. Like you on TV, on the screen, they be looking like they 7 feet tall. And then in reality, he's shorter than Jujuana. And Jujuana ain't but like 5'4". So nah. I'm really feel man any day.
Let me just say, okay. First of all, you cannot be calling the forever president Barack. Don't call by his first name. Put some respect on his name, okay? It's President Obama.
Barack Hussein.
He does have this major swag about himself, okay? But I cannot bring myself to think about him like that because of my girl, the forever first lady. This is Obama. I have so much respect for her.
Solidarity, because I mean, I'm just saying, I wish you would put a little bit more information in that book.
Listen, I thought the book was wonderful. It was even better than her narrated herself.
It was like,
I don't know. I'm not a fan of. I don't have a crush on Barack, so I don't understand what you guys are interested in or what you see. So I don't know.
Who are your crushes?
My crushes are, and it's 2 that have been literally forever. One just recently. So my first one is always and foremost Morris Chestnut.
I like Morris.
Morris is like a fine wine. He gets better as he ages.
I'm trying to think.
This was good, okay?
His walk. Because you know that rhythm.
Yeah, Bolin.
His demeanor. You ain't never heard him in the news doing nothing bad. He's faithful to his wife. It's just
whoa. Allegedly, because we all know that.
At least we ain't heard about it. Look, at least we ain't heard about it. So everything about him is just fine. He's still in shape. He just looks good. As he gets older, he just looks good.
The best Morris Chestnut I've ever seen was in that was it the Tyler Perry movie when his wife died. She had cancer. He was a football player.
Best Man.
Best Man. Was it Best Man?
No Tyler Perry movie?
Okay. Best Man too.
Best Man Holiday.
Holiday.
Okay.
Whoever.
Not a Tyler Perry movie because it was good. You should be able to know the difference.
My bad. But he looked good in that movie. Now as Ricky, he wasn't so hot. Ricky.
No, that was his early. That was his earlier stuff.
But you are right. He does. As he ages, he is very graceful. And I also liked him in a TV series where he played the doctor in Florida. So yeah, pretty much.
Not the Undertaker, the coroner type doctor.
I like him in that.
I like that show. I was upset when it didn't come back.
I know. I hated that. Who's your second one, Jujuana?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
My second one would be Omar Hackett.
Run it like yes.
Now, I don't consider myself like gangster or anything like that, but yeah, I take a stab at that one. I think he is.
I know he's married to a white woman, right?
I don't care. I don't care.
That would be a good topic. We can say that for a different episode.
I think he is super cute.
So I have about 5. So mine are in race categories, so I have a hood crush or a ratchet crush, and that's Plies, Algernon. I love him. I don't care what he says.
Algernon is college educated though. You gotta give him that.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how real the hood that's on him. I don't know how real it is, but I likes me some Plies. When I get to Florida, we're gonna look him up. That's gonna be a little road trip. Have to find out some Algernon. So
I must admit that I just I've heard of his name, but I've never seen him before. until she showed me a picture.
Well, look him up.
He looked like Kurt Franklin with gold teeth.
Like Kurt Franklin. I have to give it to Dawnya. He does look like Kurt Franklin. With
You mean Kurt Franklin looks like Kurt Franklin has the newest face, okay?
Oh, Kurt Franklin in real face, huh? Okay.
Y'all ain't right.
Maybe Kurt Franklin is looking like Cloud.
But my mixed crush, oh, this man is gorgeous. Odell Beckham Jr. That young man.
Not cute.
No, he ain't. He's fine as hell.
The beard.
Oh, listen, I like him. I like him after the little gold hair, the little curly thing. That haircut. Odell Beckham Jr. He got that football body. He got that little Wonder Boy smile. Yeah, he can get it. Okay.
A Wonder Boy smile.
Smile. And then my Caucasian crush would be Mr. Jonathan Boynton Lee. He's actually an African white man. And I saw him watching a Netflix movie, and I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, who is this? So I actually went to the credits to figure out who this young man was and Googled him. And oh my goodness.
What is the movie you were watching? I gotta go see who this is.
Girl, was some goofball movie called Baby Mamas. It was about 3 African women. They had relationships with their boyfriends, and they all end up being baby mamas. But the one girl, Jonathan, he liked her. I guess they worked together, or he knew her from work, and they ended up in a relationship together. But yes, nice tall body. He just
You got an accent?
A little smidgen of a little African accent. And then my Hispanic, I don't know. I guess he's Hispanic. I'm not sure of his race. Eddie Cibrian. Oh. He was in the same movie as Morris Chestnut was in, the Best Man Holiday. He was dating Nia Long in the movie. Oh, he's just such a beautiful guy.
I'll say he's cute.
Sorry, Leanne. It's for my African brothers. It's just too many of them. I mean, I like Morris. I love Ghost. Okay, I like Ghost. Omari Hardwick is good. I like Ghost.
The Ghost, huh?
I like Ghost.
Ghost stage.
I mean, Idris is a fine brother too. I ain't mad at that. It's just too many of them to name. But these guys who I named, these are the ones I think about all the time.
I like Idris, but I'm gonna need him to get his teeth fixed.
Now listen, ladies. Those teeth. That's
all the money he got. He need to get some dental work. I'm just saying, but he is cute. He's cute.
Are you upset about that?
Listen, I ain't looking at his teeth. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get
my teeth.
Y'all focus on the wrong things. Anyway, okay. So, cause y'all auntie is texting me already. Okay, so I want to ask each of you, just like, I'm going to ask one question, both of you can answer, and then I'll answer. So, and Lawanda touched on it a little bit when we first got started, but why are you particularly specifically doing this YouTube channel / podcast?
For me, again, I know I've had countless conversations with Jujuana about us doing something together as the Clark Girls. And my idea was originally about us doing something in HR, since we are all in that field. And it was also wanted to include Lynette, because I think she's in HR related field. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it would be something, a legacy that we could leave as the Clark's girls, granddaddy's girl, his granddaughters or whatever. But also, I don't want to work for the man, whatever color man it is that's my boss. I want to do something for myself. And the thing is, you just have to find your niche. What is it that you like? And, I like talking smack. I like having conversations with my sisters, and we're pretty funny, and it's not something that we were trying to do. It just happens to be what it is. And so I think it's something really special, and something that we could all partake in and be honest about, and something we can grow from. So this is pretty much why I want to do it.
Okay. Is there any particular area of interest or conversation that you want to address as we focus on this?
Girl, it's
Pop culture, current events, men, children,
yeah,
what?
all
of
that
it.
marriage, interracial marriage.
All that.
Why is it as Black women we get upset, or if you see a Black man with a white woman, sex after 40, younger men.
All.com. Oh,
I mean, there is so much to just think about some of the conversations we've had about some of all of that. I mean, it's just so much to cover. I right now, obviously, the hot button is our Black people and how we've been mistreated for centuries or whatever. And it's just really sad, that things have been happening for so long and there has been no resolution. And so I'm assuming at some point we'll have to discuss, police brutality and how police interact with Black people. Why should you be afraid of Black people? When did Black people ever, when did Black people ever make it to where, what did I do to you that you see me, you pull me over, and it's something about me that makes you feel a certain kind of way that you have to protect yourself? So at some point we'll have to talk about it. And so I don't know if that should be our actual real first topic, or should we, move on with some different things. So that's something we have to discuss as a team, but there's a lot that we can have conversations about.
Juju, will you answer? I'm sorry, Jujuana.
For those who don't know, my nickname is Juju. And I have another nickname that neither one of y'all bet not say on this podcast.
My bad.
That stays in the family.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna try not to say it, but
but I think for me, just like Lala said,
that's fire. It's all good though.
that just something that we could do as a family. We've always discussed kind of coming together and doing something. So I think this is a good, a happy medium. Because we talk all the time and we talk about all of these subjects all the time, and we have some pretty outrageous views on some things. So I think it'd be pretty interesting to see how that all comes together. Another thing though is I kind of want it to be something that we could use to kind of bring us together. Like, we talk a lot, but this actually makes us talk every week, make us sit down and kind of call each other more and figure out some things more. So I think it'd be a great tool to keep us, centered, keep us in contact a little bit more, keep us kind of involved in what each other is doing in their lives, and how we can help one another. So what do I hope to gain from this? I don't know. I mean, I just want to have fun. I just think it'll be fun. It's something that, I think we'll have a laugh at, that, people will find interesting, our different views. So I think my primary goal is just to have fun and to have fun with my sisters,
Okay. For me, I definitely want to do something with you guys. The two of you are planners, so y'all like to plan things. Y'all put things together. I am more of the, okay, so it's planned, let's do it. I'm in. I'm not going to sit down and audit and edit and try to figure out no technical and put together no nothing. Okay, did I tell y'all I got 5 kids? Okay, so y'all like to plan, get things put together. I'm great. I want to do that. Another reason that I thought it was a good idea is because I do truly believe that as Black women, our voices need to be heard more, whether it's about the hot button issues, whether it's about parenting in a single parent household, a 2-parent household, the ups and downs of marriage, the difficulties of, as we get older, so do our parents, and roles are reversed. It's no longer they're taking care of us, it's now us taking care of them. And so I think that there are a lot of things that don't get addressed in the Black community. That is more, it's coming out more. I also like to touch on mental health. As you know, May was Mental Health Month, and it was just so much going on that it really didn't get addressed, and I always like to address it at some point. So things like that, career goals, family, faith, religion, basically every topic there is, I don't think is off guard. I don't think nothing is off
limits.
Off limits. Thank you. Everything should be touched on. So of course we would decide what we're going to do for each episode, but I think just putting ourselves out here and saying what needs to be said and giving a voice to a lot of people who are voiceless right now, who don't feel that they can say it, who are afraid, who are thinking it, somebody might hear or see us, and we may change the course of what they're going to do with the rest of their life. And so if we can make a difference in just one person's day, then I think that'll be great. One of the things, like Lawanda said, you know, something, a legacy from granddaddy's kids. And I think that's one of the things that always brings us together. Yes, our mothers are sisters, but I think granddaddy is one of our sticking points. Even though Jujuana didn't grow up around him as much as we did, I still think that's one of the pieces of the glue that holds us together. And when I was growing up, and still today, there are a lot of things that from our childhood that our grandfather said to me that I still use in everything that I do. So, you know, one of the things that I find myself doing, I smile at everybody. Hey, little cousin. I smile at everybody because my grandfather once told me that I had a beautiful smile and my smile could change the course of someone's day. So I always smile at people, and I think that if just anything that we're saying or doing can change the course of someone's day, change the outlook of someone's life, then I think we can make a difference, no matter how small. So I'm excited about the possibilities of what's to come. And like Jujuana said, talking to each other every week consistently, you know, that's going to make a big difference in our relationships as we get older, bringing us closer together. So I'm definitely looking forward to every minute. And then, you know, of course, at some point we may have some guests come on and talk about some things. Judge your mama. And then you will hear us argue because we agree on absolutely nothing except for the fact that we love each other.
Right.
Well, I will say that anything that is discussed here is our views and opinions only. Don't come for us because we can't. Wait.
Don't come for, what did Mimi say? Don't come for me unless it's sitting for you now.
I don't know who said it, but I'm just saying, these are our opinions. We would love to have your feedback, of course. But like I say, these are conversations that we would generally or normally have with each other. And so for you guys to hear our thoughts and opinions about whatever topic, maybe somebody agrees with me, maybe somebody agrees with Jujuana, maybe somebody agrees with Dawnya, maybe you be like, oh, them bras is nuts. But you know, we've been told that a time or two, you know.
And you will find that, you know, we may actually have an argument on this platform because we will not. But let's put a disclaimer now.
We do argue a lot. So.
We do argue a lot. But that does not mean that we are angry at each other and that we're not going to come back and still talk to each other again in a few days. We just have very strong personalities, each one of us, and very strong opinions. And Lawanda ain't right. I'm just gonna tell y'all now.
The shenanigans have already begun. I don't know. I will caution you guys. One of us probably doesn't curse at all. Another one of us probably tries to restrain her cursing. Another one just don't give.
I don't give up.
I try to be as respectful as I can because you never know who your audience is. But if you guys want the real and the raw, there is no censor here. So listen at your own.
Right.
Okay. There will be some conversations that she's going to do that the entire time. Jujuana's going to laugh the entire time because you never know what is going to come out of my mouth. And unfortunately, Lawanda has learned this the hard way. She'll call she'll have me on speakerphone, and she'll have like the pastor's wife in the car or something. And you know, every other word out of my mouth is probably an F-bomb. And she's like, oh, no, 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 no.
Dawnya has been banned from speakerphone.
I have, even in the workplace as well. Because you never know what's going to happen there either. But again,
thank God for the mute button, Jujuana. Don't forget where it is.
Anyway, it is going to be
one.
pretty lively, and you know, okay, so Lawanda just gave the example. One of us may not curse at all, one of us may say one curse word, and one of us may say she just don't care. But you also have one of us who is conservative, one of us who, though she says she doesn't, she truly does care about what others see when she presents it. And then you got one of us who's just like, judge your mama. So you have all of that.
I wonder who that is.
I know, look.
I don't know.
You have all of that in one very interesting hour-long conversation. So I look forward to participating. I look forward to actually receiving feedback. And like Lawanda said, that's your opinion, but we'll read it. We'll definitely read it.
Well, guys, we are happy that you joined us for our first episode, actually. I guess we're going to call them episodes, huh? Are these episodes?
Yeah, we knew at this, so I'm not sure.
Figure it out.
First episode. We plan on uploading once a week. I think we initially stated on Wednesday. Wednesday is hump day. I don't know if people are busy on Wednesdays or not.
Hopefully, I hope y'all humping on hump day. Okay.
On that note, we might want to change it to a different day. But look for us once a week. You know, more information is to come. We look forward to communicating with you guys via the chat. We will have some contact information once we figure out what that's going to be. That way you guys can reach out to us. Any sponsors? And I'm always about that coin, okay?
You can reach out to us if you would like us to discuss a specific topic.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have questions that you may want our unbiased opinion from. So, I mean, you know.
Yes, we would love, hey, you might have a topic that, you know, you want to hear us discuss. That is definitely always welcome. You have a suggestion for it. You have a question about something that we have presented previously. Reach out to us. All right. On that note, I have to say peace and hair grease.